A lot of people know I do a lot of underrated football derbies, but I have to break that promise. This derby is crazy! This is also known as the Eternal Derby, or also known as the Belgrade Derby. One of the fiercest and heated rivalries in Europe. This is Red Star versus Partizan. Let's jump into it. Welcome to Rivalries around the world. I'm your host Buddy, and we are here in the capital of Serbia, named Belgrade. Belgrade is literally named the White City, named after the white fortress that has been built in the past.
This city has a long-standing history that dates back to the Roman times and endured several power changes, including the Kingdom of Bulgaria, the Byzantine Empire, the Turks, and the Austro-Hungarians.
In the years of 19, it was the best place for us in the war, because everything was simple and everything was really full of energy of something.
Despite a disturbing recent history in this misunderstood country, for a long time the city is still the capital of the Serbian Republic.
Belgrade is laying on the river Sava and the mighty Danube. It is known of the vibrant nightlife. According to Lonely Planet, it is ranked number 1 of the best nightlife in the world.
After enjoying a good meal, drink or dance, you can visit many museums, bars, restaurants and festivals.
Serbians really love their life, love their passion in life and enjoy life as the fullest. This also translates in a lot of other sports they're passionate about, like basketball, volleyball, and the most important of all, football. Serbia is not that big in results at all in Europa League, Champions League, or on the international stage like the World Cup. However, if I look through this city, you barely have scratched the surface to see this is a footballing city. Football in Belgrade is actually everywhere. So if you look here, there at the back, that is Zemun. They have a football club. That's Novi Belgrade or New Belgrade. They have several football clubs with IMT Belgrade and Radniki Novi Belgrade, as well FK Benzania. Several other clubs there, more in the region of Belgrade itself, of course also in southern Belgrade.
In Serbia, you have choice of 2 teams. You have Partizan and Red Star. Less people do the local club support and these things.
But now, the teams with the main roles in this episode, Red Star and Partizan. Footballski club Partizan, or simply known as Partizan, is founded on October 4, 1945 as a football section of the Central House of the Yugoslav Army. It's named after the partisans that fought the fascist regime during the Second World War.
The fans call themselves the rivalry, which means grave diggers or undertakers, and the Crvena Beli, which means the black whites. The black-white colors were adopted after a friendly game against Juventus in 1957.
Partizan is seen as the powerhouse in Serbian football. They won 27 national titles and 16 cups. This also includes the Yugoslav era. They also won an international cup and a runner-up in the UEFA Cup 1 with the squad.
They play their games at the Partizan Stadium, which is located just 1,000 meters away from the Red Star Stadium.
Red Star, also known as Crvena Zvezda in Serbian, has been founded on March 4, 1945 during the Nazi occupation. It is founded by the anti-fascist Youth League.
I was first time at Maracana in 1978 when Red Star play against some domestic clubs. I was there with my father.
Red Star was chosen as a symbol for Serbian nationalism, which also translates into the nickname of Red Star, Crvena Beli, which means the Red Whites. The fans call themselves the Delije. The amazing stadium of Red Star is also known as the Rajko Mitic Stadium, named after the Red Star legendary player, or Maracana, named after the famous Maracana Stadium in Brazil.
Red Star is a juggernaut in Serbian football. It is the most popular club among Serbs. What about titles? Where should I start? They got 33 national championships, 26 cup titles, that we also include in the Yugoslav era. They have one UEFA Cup 1, also known as the Champions League, one Intercontinental Cup, and 2 runners-ups in the UEFA Super Cup and UEFA Cup.
If you want to support Red Star, you must be ready for a big pain and also for the big love.
12 years ago, I visited the Belgrade derby. It was an intense game and a beautiful game to watch. That was actually in this stadium. Tomorrow, actually, I will visit the Belgrade derby again, but then 1 kilometer away in that direction at the stadium of Red Star, Maracana.
The color, black, white and red, white. Color, we make a lot of jokes about this. We said we are not the same.
This derby is very famous of the fanatic support between both sets of fans in choreography and tifo actions, and one of the big Pyro shows. It is also considered as one of the most heated rivalries in Europe.
The rivalry started from the beginning in 1945 when both teams represented the two governing bodies, in communist times the Ministry of Defense and the Interior Ministry, which rivaling each other on different levels in politics, power and influence. Red Star had close ties with the State Security Administration, also known as the Secret Police, while Partizan was very close with the Yugoslav People's Army, or just the army.
7 days before and 7 days after is a lot of speak about the derby, about between the friends.
This translated into football as well in other sports. Red Star's and Partizan affiliate sport brands basketball is the best way to experience the rivalry in other sports.
We have a derby in basketball, also in volleyball. The basketball is in Serbia is one step higher than the rest, because I don't know, we like basketball. The hall full with the people, with 10,000 people, 20,000 people. You can feel the energy.
These days the derby is increasingly rough, particularly when the involvement of hooliganism and politics.
Maybe you noticed something in this video. I only let the Red Star fans do the talking. The strange thing I have right now doing the production, and also when I'm here in Belgrade to meet with some people, especially with fans from Partizan, that it's very hard to find them. What I know from messages I get from a lot of fans, they are not actually go into the open to openly claim they are Partizan. Somehow Red Star is so big in influence, especially when you talk about politics in the Balkans, that can be a tricky thing.
Partizan supporters are expected to be discreet, not openly cheering for their team. Due to the recent events, many regular Partizan fans no longer attend games. Also, there's a secret battle going on prior to the derby, on deserted walls in the city where graffiti is the main weapon.
I was just here the day before and there was actually nothing, and now you see all over the city kind of Red Star graffiti and some Partizan graffiti is painted over it. So the battle is really going on today.
Tonight is the Red Star favorite, because Partizan is in a problem with the coach, and I think that Red Star will win, but I don't know how much. I like to see nice match, and also I like to see the energy on the tribune.
Derby day today. The game is at the end of the afternoon, in the beginning of the evening, and I will walk through the city to feel what the derby is. recap of the game, off the pitch, not on the pitch, with banners, fireworks, players, moms, dads, supporters, fans, whatever the score is. However, Red Star won by 1-0. Everything has to do with fan support. And the Belgrade Derby is the true pinnacle of fan support.
This was the episode on the Belgrade Derby. Post below in comments which other underrated football derby or rivalry we should cover in the future. For now, thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe. See you at the next one.